Hello and welcome to Flagstaff TV. Today we are joined by Werner Klingenberg, who is the CEO of Goldplat. Werner, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Catherine, and nice to join you this afternoon.
Thank you. Werner, can you start by talking us through your Q1 results?
Yes, Catherine. I think, it's been a good quarter. It's also been a challenging quarter. I think I probably want to say thank you to the team because there is a lot of, they needed to implement different types of processes and procedures, specifically in Ghana, to try and beneficiate more material in country. I'll talk a little bit more about that. And although they needed to make all these changes, we still managed to operate profitably throughout the group, achieving 1.45 million worth of profit before tax. This is now just for the two operating entities, excluding head office and listing costs. And that compares quite well with quarter one of 2023.
Please, can you tell us about the changes that you're making to your Ghanaian operation?
Yes, Catherine. In the end, these are changes that's in a way been required from a regulatory and from an authorities perspective. I think over Africa, we're seeing more and more countries that is ring-fencing concentrates, specifically gold concentrates, going out and wanting a local beneficiation of gold. And as a result, we needed to refocus our whole business. Where in the past, we've moved material to smelters. We needed now to local beneficiate all material in country. And this has changed the whole scope of our business. I think the good thing is that the money outstanding from debtors has reduced quite significantly, but as well as inventory levels has gone up quite significantly. Now, at the moment, that is partly due to, it's basically three reasons. The one is we do have extremely good supply. We had healthy stock levels when we required to introduce this local beneficiation requirements. And secondly is obviously we're ramping up production. The amount of facilities we had available to handle this obviously is something we need to increase over time to handle volumes. And at this, we're aiming to spend about £900,000 on infrastructure to be able to process this material at a quicker rate, and also to find a way of increasing margins. Further to that, those approvals will only happen once we get, those improvements will only happen once we get approvals from the authorities on some of the requirements we've got. Further to that, we're also looking and reviewing our supply side compliance. Where possible, we're diverting material to South Africa to just reduce the pressure on Ghana while we're ramping up on that side. But I think from that, there will always also be a lot of positives coming in time, in the sense that we've got more control, more visibility. We can provide more unique solutions in Ghana to the gold industry in Ghana. So yes, at the moment, a lot of things changing, a lot of things we're reviewing, but we've managed to do so whilst keeping profitability.
And Werner, what will you be working on for the remainder of the year?
Yes, I think, Catherine, I spoke about Ghana now briefly. I think if we look at Ghana, obviously it's about doing exactly what I said, getting the approvals, spending the capital, increasing capacity, getting the stock levels down, increasing cash holdings, which will obviously then put us in the place to look at returning value to shareholders. In South Africa, we also had a good quarter one, achieving just over £500,000 of operating profit. And in South Africa, the focus will basically remain the same than what it has been for the last 18 months. And that's really reducing costs, becoming more effective in a declining gold market in South Africa. And then obviously focusing on getting all the approvals in place for the reprocessing of our tailings facility. As we've said in the past, we've got roughly 82,000 ounces of JORC compliant resource in South Africa that we're looking to process through one of the main surface source processors in our region. And for that, we still need approval from Water Affairs for the pipeline and some servitudes from some landowners. There's a lot of engagements that has happened over the last quarter, and that's quite encouraging in terms of the direction that is going. So yes, I mean, the focus on our side is on cost control in South Africa and obviously on just working down the inventory levels in Ghana.
Werner, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you for your time, Catherine. Appreciate it.
And thank you for watching Flagstaff TV.